Class, this is a video about memorizing key signatures and learning to draw the circle of fifths. Here's a document showing all the major keys, okay? And the suggestion is that if you have to draw the circle of fifths, you start with C at the top, then you go a tritone away, and you write F sharp and also its enharmonic equivalent G flat at the bottom of the circle. That's halfway through an octave. It makes sense that it's halfway through a clock. And then on either side of the F sharp and G flat, you write the equivalent sharp and flat C keys. So just to the left of F sharp, you write C sharp major, and just to the right of G flat, you write C flat major. So you get used to that, and you'll notice that there's 15 keys in all. There's 12 plus 3 enharmonic keys. So now we've got our C at the top, we've got our F sharp G flat right at the bottom, and then we got the C sharp and C flat on either side. You could go ahead and fill in the enharmonics for that if you like. And then you can use the mnemonic good dogs always eat bones for calcium to get your order of sharp keys. Then you go down to your G flat and you start there on the G flat. Good dogs always eat bones for calcium. And you can get all the keys. And just remember that when you start good dogs always eat bones for calcium and sharp keys, the names of the keys are all just the basic letter G, D, A, E, and B until you get to F sharp and C sharp. So it's F sharp and C sharp that are different. And when you start in G flat, they're all flat, G, D, A, E flat, B flat, until you get to F and C, which are just F major and C major. So again, F and C are different from the rest of the other keys in terms of their names a little bit. All right, so that'll get you able to come up with the right order of keys, and the order of the keys reveals the sharps and flats, because the first sharp key has one sharp, G has one sharp, D has two, A has three, E has four, B has five, F sharp has six, C sharp has seven. So for example, if somebody said to you, what's the key signature of E major, if you just knew this circle, you could go along and say, okay, G, D, good dogs always eat. Okay, it's the fourth key, the fourth sharp key. That means it has four sharps. So that's how you get your order of keys. Now to figure out where the flats and sharps go, what order they occur in, you can learn this little mnemonic, which is to write the letters bead GCF and write a sharp above the F with an arrow pointing to the left and a flat below the B and an arrow pointing to the right. What this reveals is that this, going in this direction, is the order in which the sharps occur. So if a key has 3 sharps, they are going to be F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. If a key has 5 sharps, it's going to be F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. And then the chart works the other way in the other direction. So flat keys, so if a key has 3 flats, they are going to be B flat, E flat, and A flat. If a key has 5 flats, it will be B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. Alright, so that's the two crucial bits of information is what order are the sharp keys in, what order are the flat keys in. Second piece of crucial information is what order do the sharps occur in, are they drawn in, and what order are the flats drawn in. And with those two pieces of information you can figure out any major key signature until you've memorized them all. For example, one other important helpful hint is that in sharp keys, all notes, very last sharp is always the leading tone of the key. The T of the key, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, T, is always the last sharp. So the last sharp is a half step below the name of the key. Here's proof. F sharp, half step below G. C sharp, half step below D. G sharp, the last key, sharp here, half step below A, and so on. Let's go all the way over here. B, last sharp here is A sharp. A sharp, go up a half step, you're on B. Okay? So say you have to figure out a key and you don't remember it, but you know how to draw this, you could just look at it and find the sharp note that's right below the name of that key. So say you needed to find out the key signature for A major. You used to ask yourself, what's the sharp right below A? Here's a keyboard to help us out. Here's an A. Right below the A is the note G sharp. So that's going to be the last sharp in the key of A. Then you look on here, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. So the key of A has F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Alright, say we wanted to figure out the key of B. We look on our keyboard. Where's a B? There's a B. What's a half step below the B? A sharp. Look on our chart. There's A. That means the key of B has 5 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. Now let's look on our other chart just to confirm that. And let's have a look at B. Let's zoom right in on B. And yes, there it is, 5 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. Alright, that's the sharp keys. Now the flat keys follow a different pattern. Turns out that the second to last flat, going from left to right, is the name of the actual key. So if you look at E flat major, it has 3 flats, so there's the second to last flat is an E flat. That's the name of the key. Let's go down here and look at A flat major. Again, the second to last flat is an A flat. That's the key. So if we want to do this with our chart, with our little bead GCF thing, say you wanted to find the key signature of D flat. Well, you would just find the D and you would go 1 flat beyond that. Alright, so that means the key of D flat has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flats. Because remember, the second to last flat is the name of the key. So let's confirm that. Does D flat have 5 flats? Yes, it does. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. Bead, and then the G of GCF. Let's do one more using our chart. Say we want to find the key of B flat major. Well, we find B, and then we go 1 flat beyond it, E. So that means the key of B flat has 2 flats, B flat and E flat. Let's see if that's true. Yes, 2 flats, and they are B flat and E flat. Alright, with that information available to you, you should start working on practicing writing and memorizing your key signatures. But until you've got them all memorized, you should be able to figure them out with this. You need to memorize this, be able to write this from memory, and then you need to know that the last sharp of any sharp key signature is a half step below the root, and that the second to last flat of any flat key signature is the name of the key. Then you should take this wheel here and fill in all of the major key signatures around the edges. Here's where the enharmonic keys occur, so you have to sort of double up. So you can put the name of this key here and the name of that key somewhere right about there, and so on. Just fit them in somehow. And everything, though, in this outer circle will be a major key signature. And then the inner circle will be the minor key signatures, the relative minors. Now the way we figure out relative minors, again, is that the relative minor is based on the 6th degree of the key. So, as we all know C major pretty well, we'll start with that. So C major, 6th degree is the relative minor, and as we all know, that's true, that A minor is the relative minor of C. And that is the 6th note of the scale. Now a faster way, so you can always find the relative minor by counting up to the 6th note of a scale. For example, by now you all know the key of D, so we could go, there it is, 6 notes, so B is the relative minor of D major. But a faster way to find it is to realize that by going up a major 6th, we can also get to that same location by going down from the higher root a minor 3rd, which is 3 half steps. So you can find any relative minor by starting on the root of the key and going down 3 half steps. So say we wanted to find the relative minor of A. find A, go down 3 half steps. The relative minor of A is F sharp minor. Let's do a flat key. Here's a B flat. Let's do it here. That's good. That's B flat down 3 half steps. The relative minor of B flat major is G minor. So practice finding your relative minors and fill in the chart in the middle here with the relative minors. Okay, and here's a partially done example, just so you get the idea. There's my C major. It has no sharps or flats. There's the relative minor, A minor. Here's G, 1 sharp, relative minor in E minor. F major, 1 flat, relative minor is D minor, and you just carry on like that to complete the worksheet.